Monstrous slumber. In T, Carly's cell, day. Carly sits on her bed, staring at the wall with a blank expression. Her hair is dark and bushy, and she wears a sweatshirt and sweatpants with pink. Slippers. Carly yawns. Excuse me. The door is knocked on, and Carly turns her head. Carly. Smiling. You can come in, Doc. The door slowly opens, and Dr. Ivan walks in, sitting on a chair with a smile. Dr. Ivan, good morning, Carly. Have you been sleeping well? Carly, sitting up, crossing her legs. Well, Doc, I've never been a sleeping type person. Not since I was a little girl and even into my late teens. Currently, I don't sleep like others do. Carly takes a piece of paper and crayons and starts drawing. Dr. Ivan, flipping through pages on his clipboard. I see. It says here you've been staying up past bedtime hours and talking to someone, with a lot of question marks around who that someone is. Carly, chuckling slightly. Yeah. Fade out. Dr. Ivan, looking down at the papers. Oh well, I've already told you today we are going to do a small sleep study. Is it okay if we talk about your brother Evan and your roommate? Beth? Carly looks up, slightly surprised, and tilts her head. Carly, nodding, nodding and smiling. Carly goes back to her drawing, working carefully to complete it. Carly, speaking joyfully. Well, much like last time and each time I've told this story, it all starts from the beginning. Dr. Ivan looks up, interested, and sets the papers aside. Fade out. Cut to flashback. Carly's bedroom. Night. Age 14. Carly narrates. Carly, VO. Well, I think it all started well. It started back when I met my best friend, Bubbles. The narration stops, and we see Carly, age 14, brushing her teeth in the bathroom. She walks out, turning off the lights, and arguing can be heard. In the background, Carly covers her ears and walks to her bed, passing by her window with moonlight shining through. Carly, VO, Conte D. I was 14, and my room was my sanctuary. The room is shown, filled with toys and crayon drawings of princesses and unicorns. The bed has a castle theme and a nightlight shaped like. Bubbles sits on the nightstand. Carly climbs into bed and looks towards her closet, which is closed tight with a cord tied around it. The light's in. The hallway shut off, and the room is silent, lit only by the moonlight and the bubble nightlight. Fade out. Cut to flashback. Carly's bedroom. Night. Age 14. Carly closes her eyes, slowly drifting off to sleep. The clock reads 9:30 p.m., flashing red for a moment before her eyes shut. Cut to later. Carly awakens with a start, the alarm clock reading 1:28 a.m. Her eyes dart around, unable to move. The moonlight is obscured by cloudy skies, making the room darker. Carly, whispering. No, no, no. Her eyes lock onto the closet, which is moving, something pushing against the door from the inside. A small, distorted grunting sound is heard, like a child struggling. Carly, terrified. Oh! The closet cracks open, a soft magenta glow emanating from within. A creeping claw emerges from the middle of the two closet doors, slowly, sliding down, catching on the power cord before slicing through it like butter. Fade out. Cut to flashback. Carly's bedroom. Night. Age 14. Carly is paralyzed with fear, unable to move as the closet doors creak open. A soft glow emanates from within, revealing a creature unlike any. The creature has long arms, a legless body, and a hood. Its skin is like a cloak, with shadows dancing across it. It slithers across the floor, climbing up the wall and onto the ceiling. Carly, whispering. No, please. The creature examines the area, its magenta glow illuminating its body. It darts onto the bed, its long tongue emerging from the hood. The tongue is forked with sharp points, and it pierces Carly's neck. Carly, whimpering, "Ah!" The creature's tongue burrows into Carly's neck, and a slight sipping sound is heard. Carly tries to move, but her body is frozen in terror. Fade out. Cut to flashback. Carly's bedroom. Night, age 14. Carly's fist clenches and her arm slowly moves, breaking free from the paralysis. She reaches for her nightstand, wrapping her hand around a cylindrical object, a flashlight. With a quick motion, Carly points the flashlight at the creature, clicking the button. The bright light illuminates the room, and the creature hisses, loudly, retreating to a dark corner. Carly, panting. Ah. Carly covers her neck, feeling two small bumps, but no blood. The creature is still in the room, watching from the shadows. Carly, whispering, "What do you want?" The creature doesn't move, but Carly's light keeps it at bay, preventing it from reaching the closet. Instead, it hides in the corner, near the nightlight, watching Carly. Fade out. Cut to flashback. Carly's bedroom. Night. Age 14. Carly gets out of bed, moving closer to the creature. She turns off the flashlight, and the creature looks towards her, slowly creeping forward. The nightlight illuminates its face, revealing no mouth, just grayish skin that seems to fold over itself like bandages. Carly, whispering, "What are you?" The creature's singular eyeball moves around its face, staring at Carly. Its arms hold onto the ground, digging its claws in, but its body seems to float like a ghost. Parts of it appear transparent, with a wispy, tail-like appendage. Carly, terrified. Ah. The creature's face is expressionless, but its eyeball seems to bore into Carly's soul. She freezes, unsure of what to do next. Fade out. Cut to flashback. Carly's bedroom. Night, age 14. The creature is about the size of a large dog. Carly slowly extends her hand, and the creature eyes it warily before leaning in to touch. It makes a vibrating sound, like a purr, but not quite. Carly sits on the ground, crisscrossing her legs, as the creature curls up beside her. It lays its head on the ground, and Carly notices what appear to be bags under its eyes. Carly, whispering, "You're tired?" The creature doesn't respond, but its eyeball seems to relax, its gaze softening. Carly, gently, "It's okay. You can sleep." The creature's vibrating sound grows louder, and it seems to drift off to sleep. Carly watches, unsure what to make of this strange creature. Fade out. Cut to the present day. Mental wardroom. Carly finishes her story, looking up at Dr. Ivan. Carly, smiling. "So, I named him Bubbles." Dr. Ivan, curious. "Your friend Bubbles chose his name?" Carly, nodding. "Yep, that's the name he chose, and that's the name he kept." Carly looks down, her eyes welling up with tears. She quickly wipes them away and smiles widely. Carly, continuing. "He kept showing up every night just laying there, staring, closing his eyes, like a curled up cat, but never sleeping." Dr. Ivan leans forward, his interest piqued. Dr. Ivan, gently. "And how did that make you feel, Carly?" Carly's smile falters, and she looks away, struggling to contain her emotions. Fade out. Carly, smiling widely. "But I was able to solve that problem really easily. You see, to gain energy, he must drink blood, or his weird little tongue thing slips into my ear and stabs my brain a few times. Carly claps her hands, surprising Ivan with her jovial attitude. Carly, continuing. Sure, I lost a bit of sleep over it, but anything to help my friend. It's funny. His skin feels like cloth, but also not. It's weird. But he's also a really good drawer, like me. Used to draw with his claws on the floor. My parents yelled at me for that, so I had him draw with crayons on paper. Instead, Carly rocks back and forth, humming slightly, lost in thought. Dr. Ivan! Clearing his throat. Carly, I think we've made some good progress today. Carly's gaze snaps back to Ivan, her smile still plastered on her face. Carly, dreamily. Oh, yeah. Bubbles is a great friend. I'm really lucky to have him. Ivan's expression is a mix of fascination and concern. Fade out. Cut to. Present day. Mental wardroom. Dr. Ivan, gently. Oh, yes, Carly. But how about we skip forward in time to your brother Evan? Carly, sighing softly. Okay. So where were we? Carly, rubbing her chin. Oh, yes, it was maybe a month or two later. Bubbles had grown quite a bit and changed, but he was always there for me, sometimes even not at night. He liked to hide in my shadow. I think no one could see him there. No one could see him at all. Actually, just me. Cut to flashback. Carly's bedroom. Day, age 14. Young Carly returns home from school, going straight to her room. The decorations have changed. Posters cover the walls, hiding claw marks, and carpets cover the floor. Carly locks the door, flips on the lights, but they're now dimmer and blue-colored, like bubbles and the nightlight. She hums, unpacking her school bag as the closet door creaks open. A large figure slips out, making a slate whooshing sound. Carly smiles, feeling arms wrap around her in a big hug. Carly, gently. Hey, Bubbles, did you miss me? Carly gives Bubbles a pat on the head, and he makes a purring sound, more cat-like than before. Fade out! Carly, noticing Bubbles changes. You've changed again, Bubbles. Your skin looks like a curly shoe now. Bubbles' appearance is indeed different, despite his larger size. His hood-like skin has pulled back, revealing a curly shape. The loose threads on. His body seemed to flow like water, and the bandages now feature Minnie Mouse and eyeballs that look around or stay closed. His giant eyeball, still, shifts places on his body. Carly, excitedly. So what do you want to do today? Bubbles, drawing, maybe a game? Suddenly, a loud bang comes from the door, and Bubbles quickly retreats under the bed. Carly, concerned. Bubbles, it's okay. I'm sure it's just my brother Evan. He's always banging on the door. Carly gets up to open the door, revealing Evan, who looks frustrated. Evan, angrily. Carly, Mom wants you to come downstairs, now. Carly, calmly. Okay, I'm coming. As Carly leaves the room, Bubbles slowly emerges from under the bed, watching her go. Fade out. Carly, getting up, holding her head. Evan, stop it! You're hurting me! Evan, angrily. Why do you have to be such a freak? All the kids at school ask me why you're so weird. Why do you talk to yourself? Why do you dress like that? Carly looks up at Evan, tears in her eyes, as he rubs his temples in frustration. Carly, whispering, I'm not a freak, Evan. I just see things differently. Evan, yelling, see things differently? You mean like your imaginary friend Bubbles? Nobody else can see him, Carly. He's not real. Carly wipes away her tears, looking up at Evan with a mix of sadness and defiance. Carly, firmly. Bubbles is real to me, Evan, and I don't need to change who I am to fit in with your friends. Evan shakes his head, storming out of the room. Evan, yelling, Fine, But Mom and Dad are getting tired of your antics, Carly. You need to shape up. Carly watches Evan go into her room, feeling a mix of pain and determination. Fade out. Carly, anguished. No, Evan, not my drawings. Evan storms out of the room, slamming the door behind him. Carly quickly locks it, then rushes to the ruined drawings. She tries